Good morning, America. JB here, here to address you about issues that America needs to address. The main issue I'm concerned about is healthcare. It's not seen as the biggest issue to a lot of people, the biggest issue being American security amongst the rest of the world, the war in Iraq, and the operation in Afghanistan. I strongly believe that America is a safe place to be. I believe that America, what it's doing is protecting America. And I don't think we need to really be over concerned or feared because I think America is going to be all right. I am very optimistic about that. Therefore, the biggest issue on my mind as a voter on the upcoming election is health care. It isn't cheap. Healthcare costs are rising ridiculously high, and so it's hard for Americans to get healthcare. I have a friend whose parents are in the medical field but don't have healthcare because it is just so expensive. It's sad to see that, and I like that the Democrats are focusing on healthcare because it is, in my mind, the biggest issue in America. On the other side, the Republicans are focusing on, the war in Iraq, the war on terror, America's not safe, and that just bothers me because I think America is safe. And I think the troops are doing a hell of a job over there protecting us. I believe that intelligence agencies are doing the right thing right now, and so I don't think we need to be feared into voting for somebody anymore. I'm sick of that. I'm sick of the policy of fear. Notice that I am voting for a Democrat in this election because I'm sick of the fear politics the Republicans are putting on the table. I'm sick of it because we don't need it. It's not in the best interest of America. Why live in fear? We have to look forward. We can't be living in fear. That holds you back. Fear holds you back, and America needs to move forward. That is why, again, healthcare is the biggest issue. I think that both Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton present good health care plans. I have yet to decide on which one I like best, but health care is definitely the biggest issue. How are we going to drive down costs? How are we going to get Americans covered? How are we going to get children covered? Everybody covered. Everyone needs to be covered in some way, in an affordable way that will be best for all Americans. Another big issue for me is, since I'm a college student, is education. I know education is a state, state issue, but I think the nation has to have some kind of say in education, as you've seen with President Bush with the No Child Left Behind. I believe that needs to be worked on. I think it's a step in the right direction, but I think it needs to be worked on a little bit and tweaked up, and somehow college needs to be better funded because it's just too expensive to go to college. Regular Joe Schmoes are having a hard time getting their kids through school. And in today's society, college is almost a requirement to have a good career and to be able to raise a strong, healthy family. That is almost a requirement. And I think if it is basically a requirement to be successful in today's society, I think it should be easier, accessible, and easier to pay for. So that is another big issue: healthcare and education. Some minor issues would be, of course, war and security, which I think are towards the middle bottom of my list because I think we are safe. I think the troops are doing a heck of a job over there. They're fighting for this country, keeping us safe. Intelligence agencies are doing their job. Airports are secure. There's a few slip-ups here and here, but that happens, and they're working on it. So I think the biggest issue is healthcare and education. So that is what I hope that the candidates focus on. But that won't happen unless the younger generation votes. So as I said in the previous video, get out there and vote because those are the two biggest issues facing our generation. So do that, and that's about it. But have fun voting. It seems boring, but participating in America should be a fun thing, and it should be something everyone is a part of.